Great rapper or creator of his own church and faith, best father or worst husband, billionaire or a humble guy. So many contradictions in one musician, Kanye West. One thing we can say is that he is a great musician who will go down in the history of world pop culture. Today let's talk about the phenomenon of Kanye West and why he is so loved and hated. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos, and we continue. Rapper Kanye West is one of the most controversial figures in show business world. Presidential ambitions, egotism, reckless antics, and daring Twitter posts. Kanye West was born on June 8, 1977 in Atlanta, the son of Ray West, an influential photojournalist, and Donda West, an English professor. Partly because of his well-to-do childhood, Kanye was later enabled to fit in with dark-skinned hip-hop performances. The rapper's parents divorced when he was just 3 years old, and Donda moved with her son to Chicago in search of a better life. His father did not take part in Kanye's upbringing. From an early age, Kanye was into art, drawing, singing, and writing poetry. Donda recalled that her son always won contests and once got very upset when he came in second place with a Stevie Wonder song. The future artist's mother supported his creative endeavors and was one of the few people who believed in his success. When Kanye was 13 years old, Donda paid for the recording of his first record in a recording studio located in the basement. The cost of an hour in the studio was $25. The microphone was tied to the ceiling with some wire, but Kanye was so excited I couldn't turn him down, Donda told in an interview. At 14, the rapper met producer No ID at a local radio station. He took the young boy under his wing and taught him how to create beats and do musical sampling. After graduation, Kanye enrolled in the American Academy of Arts. The scholarship only covered a semester of college, and Donda didn't have the money to pay tuition, so Kanye had to transfer to Chicago State University, where his mother taught English. But during his studies at the American Academy of Arts, the future artist learned to play the drums and later discovered other musical instruments. The studies did not work out, and Kanye left the university to focus on music. He sold beats to local artists, and in the late 19th, he moved to New York. That's where his development as a producer and artist began. Before becoming a popular artist, Kanye was a talented beatmaker. He wrote beats for Scarface, a famous rapper in the noughties, and also recorded the demo Slow Jams with the singer and actor Jamie Foxx, the same Django Lieber. Kanye successfully produced the artists of the Rock A Fella hip-hop label, including the label's founder, Sean Carter himself, known as Jay-Z. Kanye West was the one who wrote some of the songs of the Blueprint album in 2001, and he was desperate to prove to everybody that he was not only a good producer and beatmaker, but also an independent artist. Colleagues from the rap scene applauded and predicted Kanye's successful future, but no one was in a hurry to sign a contract with the young artist. Everyone said, "You're not a rapper, you're a producer." Okay, I hear the beat. Oops, I wrote it myself and I just read it out on it. And you haven't even had a chance to think about it. In conversation with a friend, he recalled once sitting in the studio of performer and producer Kimberly Jones. He didn't even have money for a cab, but suddenly he got a call to show his beats at the studio, which was 20 blocks away. One of the first people to recognize Kanye's talent was rapper Talib Kweli. West produced his album Quality. In the early 19th, the artist took the young musician with him on Common's Electric Circus tour and allowed him to perform with him on stage. This was Kanye's creative debut. West originally tried to break into the rap industry through Jay-Z, but the latter, being an experienced businessman, was not sure that Kanye, with his incomplete higher education and wearing a pink polo, could fit in with a gangster band. Then Kanye turned to A&R Capitol Records, and oldest Los Angeles recording studio that had produced Frank Sinatra and the Beatles. The label executive, however, was skeptical of the budding rapper. When Jay-Z saw Kanye pounding doorsteps with competitors, he was afraid of losing a good beatmaker and decided to give the rising star a chance. Kanye's long-cherished dream has finally come true, and here he's in the studio rapping with Jay-Z himself. There are huge plans ahead, which in 2002 is disrupted by a serious car accident. By some miracle, Kanye survives it, but not without injury. The artist broke his jaw in 3 places. A series of operations puts his musical career on pause. Kanye released his debut album The College Dropout only in 2004. The following hits brought Kanye even more popularity. In 2005, the rapper won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album, surprising Jay-Z, whom he always looked up to. As Kanye's career begins to gain momentum, he drifts away from his old friends. And in November 2007, a tragic event occurred that completely turned the musician's life upside down. His mother died suddenly from complications from plastic surgery. As it turned out later, Mrs. West suffered from chronic health problems, including high blood sugar and damage to her heart artery. She was contraindicated for this kind of surgery, but the doctor disregarded the rules. Kanye took the loss of his loved one hard. A week after his mother's death, Kanye was performing in Paris as part of the Glow in the Dark World Tour and cried as soon as the beats of his track Hey Mama were played. Nevertheless, Kanye continued to develop not only in music but also in business. In 2009, in collaboration with Nike, he released the Air Easy line, which lasted until 2013. But the rapper's success was accompanied by constant scandals. In 2009, he took to the MTV Awards stage, stealing the microphone from singer Taylor Swift, who won Best Female Video, and claiming that the award should have gone to Beyoncé. On September 11, 2007, Kanye released the album Graduation. The release of his album coincided with the release of 50 Cent's third album, Curtis. In 2010, the rapper presented another successful album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which received many rave reviews from critics. In 2014, the rapper married Kim Kardashian and became part of the TV family, which is constantly accompanied by scandals. The rapper continued to make public speeches about politics and racism and repeatedly proclaimed himself to be God and the one who must change the world. The artist's old friends only watched in amazement from the sidelines, and though it was part of his show. But in 2016, the rapper ended up in a psychiatric hospital where doctors diagnosed him with bipolar personality disorder. In 2020, when the whole world was enveloped by the coronavirus pandemic, Kanye ran for president of the USA and spent over $6.7 on the election campaign. However, he didn't manage to take the presidential seat. Kanye won only 60,000 votes in 20 states. In 2021, the musician divorced Kim Kardashian and changed his name to E. Kanye West often postponed the release dates of new albums, heating up public interest. The artist promised to present the album Donda, devoted to his late mother, in 2020, but the first tracks fans have heard only in July 2021 at a small event in Las Vegas, which was not broadcast anywhere. Not only did the rapper once again refuse to release an album, but he also took up residence at the stadium. The rapper lived in a small, windowless back room with a double bed, a pair of dumbbells, and a small closet until he completed the final touches on the album. Kanye constantly fights on social media with ex-wife Kim Kardashian over parenting. He is banned from the Grammy Awards, and his Instagram is often a platform for bizarre statements, but that doesn't stop him from being a genius hitmaker and singer with his own personal opinion. Well, we're waiting for his new albums, and you should like and subscribe to our channel.